Yeah, so no wonder people find it very almost impossible to get off
Yeah,
it.
well,
Because
the other thing is that about 50 years ago, people used to have on average per year about 5 packets of sugar. That's the white refined kilo packs of sugar you find in the supermarket a year. Now,
yeah,
50 years later, it's 40 of those packets a year that the average person consumes. And then 85% is hidden in the foods that we eat. So we don't even know that we are eating it.
of course, because people aren't making their own food anymore. It's all processed
Yeah,
anyway. So
that's all part of it.
so it comes.
Yeah.
I mean, what made you get interested in food? What's in food to get the qualifications you've done and the research? I mean, why other than probably wanting to be sort of healthy yourself, of course.
Well, the main reason I got into this was that I was on blood pressure medication for 14 years. High blood pressure runs in my family. It's in our genes. And
Sure.
my doctor started 5 years ago to talk to me about taking statins because my cholesterol level was very high. And
Yeah.
he said, well, I think you, and I had coincidentally heard and read a lot about statins, about the side effects they have. And I wasn't overweight, nothing like that at all. So I didn't think that was the reason for my high cholesterol. So I thought, well, what I'll do, I came then visiting an aunt in Holland who had done this program and said to me, look, if you really want to do something for your health, try this. And I did. And then after 8 weeks of having done the program, I did it 6 weeks and then I came slowly off it. My cholesterol level went down and my blood pressure went down. So far so that I didn't need to be on medication anymore. And that actually made me realize how important healthy foods are for your health. So it was sort of
Yeah.
a realization of coming from, oh, well, I do the right thing. I eat healthily. I don't eat that. It just made me realize that. Yes.
Sure. Sure. Absolutely. I suppose.
Tommy, you're falling away now.
Okay. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
this is better.
Okay. So I don't know what
Yeah.
happened there. Yeah. So when people are confronted with sort of health problems or potential health problems and trying to avoid this, um, what's the first thing they should really do other than sort of contacting someone like yourself?
Well, what
Or just
you mean?
re evaluate the whole life
Yeah.
really.
Do you mean if they go to the doctor and the doctor says you have diabetes too or so, what they should do? Is that the
Yeah,
question you're
yeah,
asking? Well, what?
yeah. You need to go on statins, or you might develop diabetes type
Yeah,
two, or something like
yeah.
that.
Well,
How do you
yeah.
approach it?
What I would suggest to those people is to look at what they eat, look at the amount of exercise they do and what they drink. Now, often that's very difficult for an individual because of what you said earlier. There are so many conflicting opinions around in the market. Really, what I would suggest for them to do to have a detox program like I offer, of course. But I mean that's a bit salesy, really. But yeah,
Yeah,
look at what you
yeah,
eat and what you drink and the exercise you do. Because if you are, for example, if you're a very active person and you use a lot of body energy during the day in your work and you don't have a sedentary job, obviously you can eat more than if you are somebody who hardly does any exercise and sits in an office all day.
yeah, yeah.
And what has
And
actually happened in Holland is that this program, what I offer, has been so popular that there are now GPs in Holland who offer this to their patients before they offer medication. Yeah,
wow, that's a big.
that's a big rubber stamp, I think. But unfortunately, here in the UK, there are more strict rules for GPs to implement things like that because of the involvement of the NHS and registration and things like that. But that should be the way forward, I think. Make people first as healthy as they can, and then see if they still need medication.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, another sort of quick question, I suppose, for a lot of people perhaps who are not morbidly obese or very unhealthy, but they're just in whatever day job they have, probably in an office, they get an energy dip. They're not as they eat reasonably well, but they don't have the energy that they perhaps did 5, 10 years ago. Is there any types of foods you would recommend that are good to sort of keep you um, active, keep you sort of full of
Well, what
energy?
I would not recommend is to have any sugar, not those Lucozades and Red Bull and all those drinks. Although people think
Yeah,
they get more energy out of it, the dip will be deeper. That's the first thing I would say to them. The other thing I would say to them, eat more protein-based foods because they take longer for the body to consume. So, and eat little bits regularly during the day, not have three big main meals, but have a breakfast mid-morning, lunch mid-afternoon, dinner, and something in the evening. So little bits at a time, and preferably all protein based. So it could be cheese, nuts, meat, fish, things like that.
sure, sure.